loving for him, I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
We've had spotty showers since about 7 a.m. here in D.C., and the radar indicates it's going to continue, but nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the Washington Redskins. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
Their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. 18 Gator.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy?
Let's go.
On first and 10, Porter. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. Give the Redskins 13 there on a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
So from Charger territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 47. Operating from the gun, Porter. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they look at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 32-yard line. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Ready. 15 line. 15 line. General West. Ready.
Here's a 2nd and 7. They'll check it down to Geis. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down.
On the ready.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, but it's going to be second down.
That was a dangerous throw towards the end zone. Boy, did it hang up there forever. Wanted to run up there and pull it down out of the sky.
Yeah, felt like it really should have been intercepted. Lucky to have that one back.
You've got to be more careful when you're that close to the goal line.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. Geis alone in the backfield here. 2nd and goal. Off play action. Porter. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. This Charger defense continuing to hold the line. Now it's a 3rd and goal situation. Looking to throw. Porter able to find his running back, Geis. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. Catanzaro's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
It sounds like you're going negative on me, partner.
I was.
It sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So,
well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now a give, right side. Pryor. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
Down. 60 outlaw. Number 53. Mike 53. And let's pin the mirrors back. Let's go.
On 3rd down, Buckner. It's caught. Jones. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down, L.A.
A gain of 12. And the Chargers 1st down.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
We got 4. We got 4.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. With the score.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
Ready up.
Redskins 3.
Mike 53.
Hey, wahoo. Ready.
Throwing on 1st down. Buckner. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there for L.A. 57 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st. And he fights his way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Porter looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's stopped up short of the 1st as they tackle him down at about the 36. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Now, nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
53 is the mic. Too low,
On 1st down, Buckner. It's complete. It's Miller. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play there for L.A. 41 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the pistol, they run with Gordon. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
Ready? Hey, orbit. 53, Mike 53. Come on.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Buckner looking in zone for Jones. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Julio Jones with touchdown number 8 on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Porter. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Now, a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Ready, set.
53 is the mark.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. Ready, ready.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He completes it to Jones. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there.
But maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And this has not been their best half so far. They're down double digits already and now forced to operate from inside their own 5.
And what they have to do now is not curse their fate as much as focus on the task at hand. Inside their own 5-yard line, they've got to be careful of taking care of the football and not turning it over for the defense to score additional points.
It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll bring up second down. Second and 9 now. He's going to air one out. He's got a man complete. The 30, the 20, 10, touchdown, Washington. Taywan Taylor, 95 yards. And the Redskins get the quick strike touchdown. So from back deep in their home territory, all the way into the end zone, you think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance, because the normal call is take care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked.
They're running it.
Quick dash. 61. Matchbox lights. 5.
On first and 10, Buckner looking deep for Julio. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Julio Jones with his second touchdown here in this first half. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25.
Everyone got four down. Watch number 86. Watch 86. 31's the mic. Get your swerve on. 31's the mic.
Hey, exit.
Here I come.
To throw again. Porter. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. The last run got 6, now second and 4. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Go.
To throw on 3rd down. Buckner. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. He's at the 50. 30. Past the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Catanzaro now for the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. Elsewhere on this Sunday in the NFL, they're in the second quarter in Detroit. And early on, the driver's seat belongs to the Seahawks. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead.
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Slings this, and for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley, and this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions?
And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Montez Sweat in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter.
Here we go, G. All day defense.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Buckner sets up the screen to Gordon. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Pulled in at the 24. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with touchdown number 12 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
Come on, let's go.
The Chargers take over first and 10.
The Charger drive about to get going. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was pump the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
At the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Mike 53. Three bud.
What? Squeeze.
You got that right there.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now Gordon on first down. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53.
You're out. Ready?
On second down now, Pryor. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
Ready up. Go.
Back to throw. Buckner. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on third down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes one extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Throwing on first down. Porter. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed. Because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and get it with Geis. And they're going to get the first down here as he's up to the 14. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Porter. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing again. Porter. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
Ready, 18 Gator.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Porter. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Okay, it's time for me to break out my thesaurus for that one. And I don't have anything. That was amazing. One-handed in this weather. I mean, you know the ball's got to be slick. But to be able to catch it and come down with it, what do they call that? The process of the catch? He completed it all the way through.
The Charger drive about to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Switch it. Bam. Check, crunch. Hard.
Gordon. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
On first down, Pryor, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage with a flag down here to boot. So they may back up further. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Hey, dude, get it.
To throw on 2nd down, Buckner. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Monte Nicholson picks it. And his guys are going to have the football back as the 3rd quarter comes to an end. Back now at FedEx Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the... Oh, no, he lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Off the play fake. Porter. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
The Redskins on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Back to throw. Porter. And this one complete to Reed. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, box top.
And the blitz does come. Going deep this time for Miller. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. To throw again. Porter. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Desmond King there on the coverage. With that matchup, the adjustment that was made, you have a blazing guy on a blazing guy, and defensively, he won that battle.
The closing speed is the key. When you have a guy that fast and he can close at the end of a play and knock it away, that's a big deal, and we just saw him do it right there.
57's the mic. 57's the mic.
On 3rd down, Porter. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Charger drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash. Kill, kill, kill.
Hey, Sam off. Ready?
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
The Chargers on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4.
Check. 53. Check. 53.
Operating from the gun. Buckner got Gordon open, completes it. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down.
Hey, high 7.
2nd and 6. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, check.
53's mine. Check. 53's mine.
Chris on travel.
You better be afraid of me. Check nickel.
Fight.
Looking to throw. Buckner. And he rifles one incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
He's coming. Double up.
Let go.
On 2nd down, it's Gordon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball...
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. He's going to float this one deep right side. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Was trying to get it to Darius Geis out of the backfield. And it's second down.
Here we go. 60 or. Hey, Haywood. Get it.
Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
He's got it at the 15. A huge play there for Washington. 52 yards.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Check 50, check 50.
Now.
He's back to throw. Off to Geis on the screen. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on the
They'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
31's the mic.
He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Derwin James, the all-pro safety, is a rookie there to knock it away. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down.
Bravo.
57 the mark. 57 the mark. Hey, let's get some pass.
On 4th down, Porter. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Yannick Ngakoue. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride. It's
a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for our visitors, the win is their 5th of the year as they move to 5-8. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, it's unfortunately more of the same as they'll fall to 3-10 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
dog got a Madden lead. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none. But if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll it when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my